Hello and welcome to Mama's Relaxation. It's Nico, and today we're going to talk about the passive princess problem. When my kids were younger, and my daughter is probably 3 or 4, and my son would be then 2 or 3, he started wanting to battle, like play fight and just battle. And so I just trying to figure out a way to meet this need of his without doing something that we're going to get hurt or that feels too violent for me. We decide we fashion our weapons, and got my sword and I've got my shield, and we're circling each other in the living room, and we're battling, and we're having a really good time. So my daughter comes in and I ask, do you want to play? And she says yes. And then she does this. She lays flat on her back on the floor in the middle of everybody, and I'm like, what you doing, babe? And she's like, no, I'm waiting to be rescued. I'm like, what? Do you want to play with us? Like, do you want a sword? Do you want a shield? We have all this stuff here. Do you want to pick a weapon? And she's like, no, I'm the princess. I'm waiting to be rescued. And I was really surprised by this because we really haven't watched any of the Disney princess movies, and I've stayed away from a lot of weird fairy tales, traditional fairy tales, I guess, that to me always put the woman in need of saving, because I don't think that's a great message all the time. So she's never seen Cinderella or Beauty and the Beast or any of that, I'm like, do we really think, Ariel, that it was a good idea to give up your voice so you could stand next to a man? Was that a good idea? Is that something we should be teaching our daughters? Like, just give up your voice so you can stand next to this dude that you don't know. I just wanted more for my kids than that, for both of them. So I was pretty surprised by this. So I'm like figuring out, like, where's this coming from? And she's like, yeah, like Princess Peach and Princess Zelda in a video game, you have to rescue them. So I haven't even thought that deep about it. So we've still introduced this to her, this concept that princesses get rescued because of playing video games. And I'm like, okay. So universe, I just threw it out there. Universe, please bring me something more for her. I need to balance this with something. Both sides are okay if they're balanced. I'm like, okay. So, I didn't put too much thought into it, but then all of a sudden, things start coming in. When we're at the library, the librarian says, hey, we have this book series here I think you'd really enjoy. And we were introduced to The Princess in Black. And that's a series we have loved. Like, both the kids love it. We've read it so much. And she's a little monster battling ninja hero princess. And she's great. And, my son and daughter, they both love her. We all love her. And after that, we started watching How to Train Your Dragon. The show, not the movies. Especially the second movie is way too sad and a little bit too violent for where my daughter was at that point. She didn't like the fighting in the movie, but she loves the shows. And seeing Astrid as a strong, dragon-riding, warrior princess type girl, that was really powerful for her. So she starts pretending to be the Princess in Black. She starts pretending to be Astrid. And then next we watch Kung Fu Panda, and she's really into Tigress. So we have spent hours pretending to be Tigress and pretending to be Astrid, pretending to be the Princess in Black, these little strong battling hero girls. So now when my daughter sees a princess who's very passive and just laying there somewhere waiting to be rescued, she starts to be like, hey man, don't you want to try and get out on your own? Aren't you at least going to get up and try? You're going to find a weapon? You're going to make one? What are you going to do? You're just going to lay there? She's pretty funny about it. So, it really just speaks to how much our children are absorbing, even so much more and at such a deeper level than we think. Because we're not just presenting them with a story. We're presenting them with a way to be in the world. And if they don't have a balance and are shown other things, they're going to maybe get stuck being a passive princess. And, I didn't want that for myself. and I don't want that for my kids. So it's really nice to have some other options. And if you have any suggestions of like things that you find really empowering or things that you love for your kids, please let me know below, because I'm always looking for new and different things. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.